let's next queer up sports. The National Hockey League reverses anti-rainbow policy just days before the first Pride Night game. The NHL has reversed its decision to ban pride tape and other cause-oriented displays by the players on the ice. The league front office reportedly had been in touch with its Player Inclusion Coalition, which recommended a rescinding of the ban that squashed individual voices of players. In the press release, the NHL confirmed that players can voluntarily represent social causes with their stick tape throughout the season. This decision was reached after consulting with the NHL Players Association and the NHL Player Inclusion Coalition. You Can Play board member David Palumbo celebrated the decision, calling it a win for the community. And Hudson Taylor, founder and executive director of Athlete Ally, also praised the decision. He said that supporting themed celebrations helped players to celebrate. He said that celebrating. I just stepped all over that.
You sure did.
And
it helps them raise awareness.
It helps them raise awareness and spread awareness on the issues that matter to them and to the league, which has now corrected a mistake. And the entire LGBTQ plus community can celebrate the change. Speculation was swirling for much of the last 2 weeks about the NHL's handling of the league's first Pride Night of the season with the Arizona Coyotes. Travis Dermott had already used the tape on the ice during a game for the Coyotes. This decision was inevitable, and it is going to help the NHL show that they appreciate all the LGBTQ plus fans who have otherwise would have turned their backs on the league. And I'm glad to see that the NHL is going to handle this situation a whole lot better than I handled that last story.
We all tripped. You did great.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
If I hadn't been chugging vodka in the car on my way up here, I wouldn't have stopped.
And maybe those poppers had something to do with it. I mean, things happen. I understand.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think it's great. I do have to say, though, that I don't think I have ever watched an ice hockey game in my entire life.
Really?
But I celebrate the NHL's decision to do this. I'm a Miami girl. We didn't get a hockey team until...
The Panthers didn't come in for a while, right?
I mean, I was already, they weren't around when I was growing up. But so I didn't grow up with hockey. I grew up with the Dolphins and not even the Marlins because they weren't around back then.
My favorite sport to watch live.
Really?
Is it?
Where are you from?
Yes.
Well, because they beat up each other, right?
Yes.
Because they beat each other up. Is
they
that why?
land the glass. Yes, it's like figure skating, but violent. It's great.
Yeah,
And then
everybody
they have to
has
go
type
sit in that box. I know
in the early 90s, figure skating was violent as well.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
I can carry it.
I'm looking at you, Tanya.
Yeah, right?
You know why? One of the things that I really love about this, going back to last season, all the teams had, or most of the teams had their Pride Nights, and some players were like, I'm not going to wear the jersey, I don't agree with LGBTQ, whatever. This season, it's the players turning the tables and saying, we want this.
Yeah.
We want this. It's not the owners forcing them on it. And so that really says a lot about where we're going. And there's probably still going to be some, negative Nellies out there.
Of course.
But the Panthers are at every LGBTQ event. We had Pride Fest, the Caribbean Pride, a couple months ago. There was a booth with the Panthers and a couple of staffers there, handing out some cool keychains and stuff. I mean, it was just cool. They support and they really mean it. You get, if you can just tell the Gay Men's Chorus will come to a game that's usually in March. They'll come to a game and they'll sing the anthem and they'll put the pride tape on their sticks. It's really great. And Cindy, if you want to come up and go to a game, like on a Saturday afternoon or something,
cute.
I would be totally down to do it. It's a really fun event. And the arena, whatever it's called now, where the Panthers play, is a really good venue. Okay. So we'll have some fun and go.
Excellent.
It is.
I'll take you up on
And
that.
I'll try to, and I'll go with you folks.
Oh,
because when
awesome.
I went to the game, nobody fought, and I wanted my money back.
So you need another chance.
So I need
to see
another
a
chance
fight.
also. Yep.
Yeah.